Ram Temple story is trending, both on social media and on the ground, and of course in the newsreel. Even as India counts down to the mega Ram Temple Pran Pratishtha festival, the Indie leaders are now on a boycott spree. In a latest, Siddaramaiah, the Karnataka Chief Minister, has now come forward to support his party leadership. Mallikarjun Kharge, the President, Sonia Gandhi and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, stating that their decision not to participate in the inauguration program in Ayodhya is correct. Let's listen into Siddaramaiah.
Politics and religion must remain separate. One should not mix politics and religion, elections and religion. It is violative of the fundamental principle of our constitution.
मैं मानता हूं कि इतना दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण क्षण होगा कि मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम राम के इर्द गिर्द भी आप राजनीति करेंगे। मेरे और मेरे राम के बीच में सीधा ताल्लुक, गांधी मंदिर जाकर के राम भक्त नहीं बनते थे।
It's not been exposed by us or any political party, but seers and praised by themselves. This is the situation. So why should Congress party President Sonia ji and a leader of opposition Adhir Ranjan should join it?
All right. We are joined in fact, by Mr. C.R.Kesavan, leader of the BJP, and someone who comes with a very historical lineage, great-grandson of Rajaji. Very good evening, Mr. Kesavan. I believe you have written on the issue of Ram Temple and the manner in which some parties are indulging in this boycott. And you have been associated with the Congress party earlier. You think that they are choosing to be on the wrong side of history at this momentous occasion?
First, before I get to the political part, I'd like to say that it's indeed a blessing living during these times and witness this great event.
In the 550-year-old epochal long wait will gloriously culminate in Bharat's civilizational renaissance when our Honorable PM Narendra Modi ji participates in the Pran Pratishtha ceremony of the Navya Bhavya Divya Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Lord Rama basically is a symbol of Bharat's civilizational oneness and unity. I come from Tamil Nadu, Abhishek ji. The Agananuru is a Tamil poetry written in Sangam age, 2000 years back. That talks about Lord Rama in Dhanushkodi, in the southern tip of Tamil Nadu, after the war, victorious Rama, under a banyan tree conversing. This illustrates how Lord Rama and Ramayana is, civilizational connect for us. There are more than 300 versions of Ramayana, and, in Tamil Nadu, you have Kamba Ramayana in the 12th century, you have Ramacharithram in Kerala, you have Kubendu, Ramayana in Karnataka, and, Ranganatha Ramayana. And not only that, in Karnataka, and not only that, all over the world, in over countries, Ramayana is celebrated. The largest Buddhist country in the world, Thailand, we have the kings are called by the title of Rama. And the largest Muslim country in the world, Indonesia, has Ramayana in, the core of their culture where, plays, theater is done on Ramayana, and all the characters are played by the Muslim citizens. Now, coming back to this, January 22nd reflects a civilizational triumph of people's beliefs, faith, and sacrifices. This is not about sectarian politics. I'll address that. But this is about the people's faith and belief and their vindication. I'll just cite two examples. There is a elderly person called Saraswati Devi ji. She's 85 years old. Since 1992, Saraswati Devi ji from Jharkhand has never spoken. She has taken a Maun Vrat for 32 years, which she will break on January 22nd when the Prime Minister participates in the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. There is another gentleman called Challa Srinivas. He is walking 7,200 kilometers from Hyderabad with Charan Padukas he is made for Lord Rama. So to say this is political is farthest from the truth, because this has a emotional connect, and our people of this country are emotionally intertwined, with the Ram temple. Before I say something, I just want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji for the great role he's played in restoring our dharmic faith and ensuring the resurgence of our Sanatan Sanskriti. See, in the last 10 years, and the Prime Minister very pertinently said this, he said, please look at the link between the 4 dhams, 12 Jyotirlingas and the Shakti Peeths and the way they are aligned geographically. All of them connect with each other from different parts of the country, illustrating the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. And see what our Prime Minister has done over the last 10 years. Whether it is renovating the Kashi Vishwanath corridor by expanding its size, connecting the Ghat, so that the people can walk easily. And he's installed Adi Shankara and, Ahilya Bai Holkar's statues there. He has unveiled the 800 crore Mahakal corridor, the longest corridor in the country. The Char Dham highway in Uttarakhand connecting Kedarnath, Badrinath, Yamunotri and Gangotri has been underway. The Kamakya temple in Assam has been revived. Saptakotishwar temple has been reopened. Not only this, Indian civilization is not limited to India. The Prime Minister has ensured that Tiruketeswaram temple in Talaimanna, Sri Lanka has been restored. India has restored the Angkor Wat temples. We have promised to start the Ramayana circuit in Nepal, and the Prime Minister, Modi ji, is going to inaugurate a temple in the Emirati capital, Abu Dhabi, next week. Now, coming back to the issue you talked about. See, Ram Mandir symbolizes values of our Indian tradition, heritage, culture, and values. And even, somebody like Iqbal Ansari ji. Iqbal Ansari was a litigant, and his family is the longest litigants in the Ram Mandir title suit. Such is the all-encompassing nature of our Sanatan Sanskriti. When the Ram Janmabhoomi Teerth Kshetra has invited this litigant Iqbal Ansari, he has participated, he's promised to participate, and that shows the inclusiveness of Sanatan Sanskriti. But what does the Congress party and this cohorts do? They have played sectarian politics with such a historic event. But this is not new. You see any other milestone event which celebrates Bharat's glory, culture, history, they've always boycotted it. Remember the Sengol incident? The Congress had relegated the Sengol to a walking stick in a Nehru museum. And when Prime Minister Modi ji revived its story and installed it during the unveiling of the new parliament, these people boycotted it. What happened to the historic GST joint session? The Congress and the cohorts boycotted it. The G20 event, when they were called, they boycotted it. So this is nothing new. But their hatred against our beloved Prime Minister Modi ji, their insecurities against him, their conflicts against him, made them go against Bharat until now. Now they are going against Bhagavan Ram himself. Now this parochial mindset, this petty mindset, has roots in a flawed legacy of, the Nehru Congress, not the Mahatma Gandhi Congress. The Mahatma Gandhi always believed that Swaraj meant Ram Rajya. He always believed in the hymn, Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, and he died with Hey Ram on his lips. But what is the, legacy, a flawed legacy of the Nehru Congress? You see in 1951, and Abhishek ji, I want to tell you this. Before Sardar Patel passed away, he had gone to see the Somnath Mandir. It was in Roorkee. There is a small temple built there by Mata Ahilya Bai Holkar ji. When Sardar Patel ji went there, he was so moved that he resolved that he will reconstruct Somnath Mandir. When, unfortunately, he passed away in December 51, when the Somnath Mandir was getting ready in 1951, Mr. K.R. Munshi, Kulapati Munshi, who was the founder of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, was at the forefront. He was one of the ministers of the Nehru cabinet. Mr. Nehru told him, what you are doing, trying to restore Somnath Mandir, is Hindu revivalism. I don't like it. Then Mr. Nehru, Mr. Raj Pramukh, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, titled ahead, saying, I am very troubled with the way the President Prasad, you and all of you are associated with the unveiling of the Somnath temple. And he said, this is not in line with the state and the outcome will be bad nationally and internationally. This was the mindset against Bharat Sanatan Sanskriti and our values, which the Nehru legacy has been passing on. Now, in 2007. In 2007, the Congress party filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court saying there is no historical proof of Lord Ram. And their ally, the DMK, said, who is Ram? Which engineering college did he study in? Where did he become a civil engineer from? And one thing, Abhishek, I want to tell you, in South India, all cutting across religions and differences when we were young, we used to write in a book called Sri Rama Jayam, which essentially means Jai Sri Ram, like you put Ganesh Vinayak symbol. You say Sri Rama Jayam, you write. It essentially means Jai Sri Ram. But what happened with the Congress cohort Mamata Banerjee? When during Netaji's 125th anniversary, when somebody said Jai Shri Ram, she walked out. So basically, this was a great opportunity for the Congress party and its cohort
Mr. Kesavan,
for their sins, for all the wrongdoing, for all the insults they heaped upon our Bharat Sanatan Sanskrit. But what have they chose to do? They have chose again, owing to their inherent hatred, hostility and antipathy towards our Sanatan Sanskriti, heritage and culture, they have chosen to boycott this historic event. And let me tell you one thing.
Mr.
You may have
Kesavan,
boycotted this event, but the people of India will boycott you and relegate you to the footnotes of history.
Mr. Kesavan, you've done the diagnosis. I would be also interested in knowing the prognosis, how it goes forward. If the Congress party has chosen to be on the wrong side of history, like Pandit Nehru, then in that case, what are going to be the political costs? And you think the leadership is willing to pay those political costs, or do they even understand the political costs that come with this position they have taken?
Abhishek, you see the bunch of contradictions they have. They're a divided house of contradictions which is going to crumble. See what Arjun Modwadia from the Gujarat president said. He said the Congress has made a mistake. They shouldn't have taken political decision by boycotting. What does D.K. Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, say? He says on Pran Pratishtha of Ram Mandir is happening, we'll have celebrations in all the temples. Himachal Pradesh minister says he is a Sanatani and he wants to go and participate in the Ram temple. So this basically also very clearly shows that the leadership of the Nehru family is disdain for our Sanatan Sanskriti and our basic roots and culture. And this hypocrisy is seen very well by the people. Let me give you an example. You take the Ram temple, which is being built. See the national integration at play. The pink sandstone is coming from Rajasthan. The sandstone carving is being done by people in Odisha. Telangana and Karnataka are supplying the granite. Where the teakwood is coming from and the flooring is coming from Madhya Pradesh. And the 620 kg bell is coming from Rameswaram, which is inscribed with Jai Shri Ram. Can you see a bigger symbol of national integration? Shouldn't anybody who's a true Bharatiya, who's a true, Sanatani, participate and celebrate and cherish this historic event? So anybody who's boycotting this function, it reveals their petty, parochial, narrow sectarian mindset and also the antipathy and hatred they have towards our Sanatana Sanskriti and our very roots and heritage and culture of that.
Right. Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, one wonders if the Congress party leadership really realizes the political cost attached with the kind of position they have taken. On that note, thank you so much, Mr. Kesavan, for joining us with that. Yeah, please do, please do.
Which the Congress cohort and the Bihar minister said there is potassium cyanide in Ramcharitra Manas, but the Ramcharitra Manas beautifully says, Ram Raj Bhayakar Triloka Harshit Bhayagaya Sabsoka. When Lord Ram sits on the throne, every suffering will end, there will be joy in the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's vision for a Viksit Bharat has always been intertwined, reconnecting our people to our parampara. And now when this Pran Pratishtha ceremony happens, it will signal the renewal, the revival, the reawakening and the reassertion of Bharat Sanatan Sanskriti, which is bound to guide the world in the future. And under Modi ji's leadership, we will march in the Amrit Kal and very soon realize the dream of becoming a developed nation, Viksit Bharat.
Right. Right. Obviously, Prime Minister is known for choosing his words carefully, and while inaugurating the Ayodhya Dham airport, Prime Minister had said that this is a resurgence of Vikas and Virasat, coming together of development and heritage for India. Obviously, what he means is the civilizational heritage being reclaimed by a resurgent India. On that note, thank you so much, Mr. C.R.Kesavan, for joining us with that perspective.